Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 116 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. Today we're talking about the spiritual goal process, the 7-part spiritual goal process that we defined in January after looking at like 15 to 20 different goal setting, goal getting frameworks and picking and choosing the pieces that created the best process for us to use, install in our subconscious going forward. And we're going to go over it at the end of each month for emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. We're going to do each of these different key areas of the life framework. We're going to make sure that we've clearly gone through at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 examples of that area and aspect of our life, setting a goal. And then specifically for one goal, we're using this process at the end of the month. So we really have an opportunity to practice and learn, try on the tools and strategies and processes and make them our own. So step 3 today is break it down. We're going to break down the SMART goal that we created yesterday into various steps and tasks to help us achieve that goal. We want to break it down into smaller bite-sized pieces so that it doesn't seem so overwhelming, so we don't give up before we even start. So how do we go about doing that? Well, first, we have to know what milestones and things we're looking for along the way. So if mine, for example, was to start a business, a side business that offers a product or service that benefits chronic pain people in some way. So how am I going to break that down? What are the key things that have to happen to make that happen? Then I'm going to look at those things. I'm going to say, well, is there a specific order they have to happen in? And a lot of times we can do things simultaneously, but other times we can't do something until we do the first thing. So we always ask ourselves, what is the next thing I need to do? And we do that first, right? So I like to go through my brainstorm list. I brainstorm all the things I can think of. Will I think of everything? Absolutely not. Will creating the list help me think of things that I would have maybe not considered or thought about before? Yes. Will I change the list over time and the steps and the breakdown? Of course I will, because we have to be flexible in how we're creating and doing these things if we want to achieve our goals and objectives. So we're going to create that task list. We're going to prioritize that task list. What happens to happen? What is dependent on something else, so that we put them in our best guess order right now. And then we're going to do the other steps of the process, right? Like devise and fine tune our overarching strategy. We're going to track our progress, identify milestones, which is part of this process. The thing about processes, I like to write them so you do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 of each process, where you have decision trees and things. But sometimes a part of a process is dependent on the results of another part of the process. So we have to be flexible in how we're creating ours. And so today, what's our action item? Take the SMART goal that you created yesterday and just brainstorm all the ways you can go about moving toward achieving that goal. And then you're going to look at that list of things and put them in priority order, or identify the things that are dependent on one another, or things that have to happen before you can do something else. If I want to get a new car, I may have to get my driver's license first. I might have to secure financing first, etc. I might have to do some research and look for the new car before I actually buy the new car. I don't know if that's a great example, but it's one that popped in my head. So action item today, take your SMART goal from yesterday, break it down into bite-sized pieces. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Have not done it yet, but I will do it right along with you. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.